Dato Foong Kuong,
Yep.
Chief Executive, founder of the main market-bound company, GF Technology Berhad, one of the fastest rising electronics companies in Malaysia, Bursa Malaysia. Really well done, congratulations. Let's talk about you. How did you start? Where are you from? Tell me about yourself.
Okay, I was born in Johor, raised here in PJ, and well, born poor, that's something that I cannot choose, family. But it's all blessing in disguise. So born poor and very hungry to learn more and very desperate for results and all that. So all these are good things, all these are living skills that have polished me. I started my career in the this book industry, and from there I moved on to the chemical industry, whereby we sell glue. I'm a sticky guy, glue for woodworking, for cigarettes, for bookbinding, for labeling, anything that stick together. We have solutions for it, So that's how I start. It wasn't easy. I was just very low esteem, very low confidence, because from 5, colleagues are all graduates and all that, right? I almost get sacked because I'm not a graduate. My boss say, your performance is just so-so, if you buck up, you have to go. But then, our company was acquired by an American company. They sent someone over, a guru. I was honored to take him around and see how he does his job. The rest is history. From the same guy who wanted to remove me as a sales guy, promote me to be country manager for Indonesia later on. So I learned the art of selling. There's value selling. That's important. So today I'm preaching what is value selling and all that. So all this journey has been very good for me. A lot of learning along the way, and also helped me to express myself, what is actually inside me. There's a lot more. So I'm the CEO right now, Chief Exploration Officer, to explore new things, from what we have. This financial year onwards, we have many engines of growth. From 1, now we have 5 more, so we have 6 engines of growth. Very exciting time for us.
Okay, tell me about this guru that you experienced when this guy was brought over from America.
Yeah.
What did he teach you that was so transformational?
Very systematic way of selling. So I was taught, and still very, I remember the step-by-step how it's done, RSVP. So simple as that. R stands for result, S stands for source, V is verification, P is persuasion. Just a joke, Just say, okay, you're a pretty girl, I say, I approach you, I say with the result first. Do you like to have a very comfortable life? As a girl say, you're comfortable means good. How do I know you're? So the source is, look, I am a multi-millionaire, let's say. So if you're married to me, you don't have to work so hard, right? You can have a comfortable home and cars. So how do I know? Look, this is my bank account. So I have to verify that is everything. So in the end, you have to stay quiet and say, are you okay with it? I see. So it's a very straightforward, step-by-step, training to sell the value to the customer. This is something that I pick up, and I say it's so easy, and then I expanded from the product line that we have. Whenever we have a new product, we always ask for what is the RSVP? What is it in for the customer? Always. How do they know that it will be, will be able to deliver? So all this step by step is key importance.
So how does the son of a tailor, born PhD, right, go from a guy that's almost sacked by his boss to becoming promoted to country manager, and then to start GF Tech? Tell me about that transition.
All these are actually God's blessing, I would say. So after I left the chemical industry, back in 1997-98 period, there was the ASEAN financial crisis. I took a leap of faith. I went into business, but 1997, 98, struggled for a year. All this is also, I think, part of God's work. He actually diverted me and gave me a new direction, a new business. I venture into semiconductor without any experience, but because of my background in technical background, the way I look at things, the way it's done systematically, so it makes it easier for me. to understand and later on to find a solution, and then after that deliver the solutions. So that is very important. So all this training actually has been good, and all these things that happen to me is part and parcel of God's bigger plan for me. So I, 180 degrees different from a chemical to a semicon. But today, at least I can proudly say that I have created one industry that is not so much available then in Malaysia. Today, we are one of the top players in this area.
Okay, so I want to take a little bit of a detour, okay, because a lot of people talk about success business, they talk about the education, the hard work and all that, but you've talked about the power of faith, and you've now in the last 5 minutes, you raised it 2 or 3 times already. So tell me about the use of faith and the value of faith in building a business in success.
Because due to lack of knowledge in this field, education in this field, so I'm also very blessed that I've been able to meet so many good people. So many people have contributed ideas and how to overcome this and that. When you set up something, you follow your dreams and follow your plans, and then you hit the wall, so you have to find ways to climb over the wall or walk over the wall. Somehow, I don't stop thinking. It's part of me, to find solutions that, currently what are the issues that I'm facing. And the best time also, whenever I take my shower, ideas just come. Many people have different time for ideas to come in. For me, it's during my shower. I can do this, I can do that, And when I'm traveling, I will come back with a list of ideas that I can improve. Opportunity for improvement. So this is very important. Keep improving the operation, the business. So this helps a lot.
So being this process-driven person, your success factors, I'm sure you got many. And I know you're a follower of Jack Welch. Jack Welch, the legendary CEO of General Electric back in the day, right? Talk to me about your success factors.
I think when I was younger, even now probably I still have the energy. Energy is the 4E1P, that's Jack Welch, very important 4E1P. The first E is energy. You have to have energy to do the task that is for you. And you have the energy, but you must be able to energize people, A lot of people have a lot of energy, but they are very negative, So I think I am quite a positive person, right? So probably the way I handle myself and my staff, my colleagues, my associates, I think I'm able to energize them. So thirdly is the age. Age. I think I do have a bit of age here. And of course, it's been compounded and multiplied by so many friends who have ideas and all that. So pick up from there. So the age is good. I think come to the last E is execution. So there's a 4E. The 1P is I'm still very passionate. In this business, so that's important. The success factor also has to do with these 3 very important key things must be there. First, you must have the attitude. Attitude is determine your altitude. People say, attitude is important. So attitude multiplied by your effort. You have to be hardworking.
No two ways around that, for sure.
No two ways around that. And then, you have to be put in a lot of effort. Lastly is, your ability. Let's say, for example, if your ability, very smart guy, you have straight A's and all that, gives you 8 out of 10 points. But you are lazy, So you're lazy, give you 2 points. So 8 times 2, 16. But attitude also poor, give you 2 again. So you become 32. But for me, I lack the ability part. My attitude is strong, 8. And then I put a lot of hard work there, 8 again. So 8 times 64. And then the other one maybe 2 or 3. In the end, my numbers are bigger. So my chances of success is higher. So attitude, hard work is very important besides your ability. So this is the formula.
What about the value of the ecosystem? Like, for example, your peer network in Vistage, and what can you tell me about that? How valuable or invaluable has that been?
Vistage has actually elevated me to the next level because I'm sharing. We are clear frontational, we care and then we confront. The brutal facts are there. They have given a lot of great ideas by sharing. When we do our sharing session, significant events, what is affecting them may also affect me. So with this session, I pick up a lot of things. So prepare myself, for the next 30 days, until we meet again. All these are very key importance to, to sustaining my business or taking advantage of what is the opportunities there, and how to avoid pitfalls and all that. So that research has done very well for me. Yeah, so I think I have grown as a person, personally as well as professionally.
Yeah, those peer comparisons, those collective decision making, right? That's quite important. What are some of the issues that face top CEOs today? Of course, if you do business at a global level, it's things like potential recession in America. Yeah. You got your Russia-Ukraine thing going on, some geopolitical issues. What kind of things keep you up at night?
Actually, I sleep very well. I enjoy sports, and that sport helped me to release tensions and all that, right?
So I find it incredible that someone who runs a listed company in a competitive industry like semiconductors doesn't sleep, sleeps well at night, shall we say. Yeah. How do you do that? How do you manage stress?
I have many colleagues that has 4E1P. That is key importance. I'm a reader of many good business guru books and all that. For example, Tom Peters' 7S. That is a very good tool for me to set the shared vision with my people. Who we want to become, all right? That is important, So the shared vision, the 7S I talk about 7S. First S is shared vision. The second S is after you have this shared vision, what is your strategy to achieve your shared vision? That is something that is very important. Second S is strategy. Third S is how do I structure up to support my strategy so that I can reach my shared vision. That is equally important. That is a hard S now. After the structure, then system. What system in place to ensure that you have this and that to support your shared vision. Then the soft part come into the style. That means the culture of the people, my management's culture, my people's culture, style of that. So from there, then we move on to staff. How many competent staff do I have? How to move them from here to there? So that when they are more productive, when they are more capable, our company is going to be more productive. Then we become a more competitive, having more competitive advantage against our. Lastly is the skills. Where are the gaps in the skill set? So we will train them up so that they can do their job better.
Yeah, so quite a hard management style approach to business and managing your people, right, Dato? Is it easy to motivate people? Because you can only have this amount of rules, right, in place, but then you've got to make sure that your staff are on board, they've got to execute, They may not have such a process-oriented approach like you. And Malaysians sometimes, they may not work as hard, or sometimes motivation is an issue, sometimes they want more money, very competitive, the talent war, right, all these things. How do you pass on these principles to your people?
Just like another business guru, Jim Collins, books on good to great companies has this, disciplined people, meaning that how many competent level 5 leaders you have in the company. Second one, when you recruit, first who, then what, So you recruit the right people with the right culture first, then you place in the right seat, for them. So that's important. When you have a disciplined people and when they have a disciplined thought, meaning that they are looking at brutal things. That is all the challenges, they're facing the business, be it product, be it process, be it manufacturing, be it things like that. When you have people with disciplined thoughts, they will find solution. They themselves are also energized. I say I have many 4E1P leaders with me.
These people, were they trained to become 4E1P or were they already 4E1P?
We shared quite frequently, this subject so that people pick up, okay, so it's always reminded, So with disciplined people come with disciplined thoughts, what are we good at and all that, look at continuous improvement as a competitive advantage, so we still manage to lock in many OFIs, opportunity for improvement. and get it implemented and all that. Lastly is, when you have a disciplined people, disciplined thoughts, and then lastly, disciplined actions. The culture of discipline is important, and also technology accelerator put in place. So good to great companies. These are the gurus that have studied many companies that are successful. So I'm a reader, and I find that this is very workable. So copy and paste. It works. It proves to say that it works. Yeah.
So now, JF Tech, of course, JF Tech, just as with other semiconductor companies, they've kind of like been hit by the big issues in America, right? But until late last year, you were one of the fast rising stars on Bursa Malaysia. You now have five new growth engines.
5 new plus one.
Plus one existing. So tell me about the business.
As I said, I'm a CEO, Chief Exploration. Yeah. As of last financial year, we only have one growth engine, which is our traditional test software. From there, we have now another 3 that is running right now. The second one is China. Invited to put up a facility in China, in Kunshan. The facility is running, but it has gone through some challenges. Yeah. But I'm sure, looking at the situation, we will bounce back. Recent lockdown in China, affected delivery. Luckily, we are able to make here and send over to China to help, supply to some of our customers. Like any new startup, I think our China facility is running very well with a good partner, like Huawei. Yeah, Huawei is our partner in China. They are the leader in 5G, So 5G is the game-changing technology, is the future, but it's not fully proliferated all over the place yet. Yeah? So in China, it's so advanced, in Korea, so advanced. But Malaysia, we are still not into it yet, as well as many other countries. So China, we are running. I think soon we will turn it around. And then we have JF TestSense, another value-added business that we have. We are running, and today I'm very happy to see that we are turning the business into profit. I'm seeing profit now. There's a lot of investment in people, in hardware, and we have very passionate leaders in this business.
So what does it take to become a partner of one of the biggest companies in China, Huawei? Because not just anybody can become partner, right? Right. So what does it take?
I think we earn the rights to advance with such a company. Firstly, we are just as passionate as what our partners are. Secondly, I think, as I said, when we have a disciplined people and with disciplined thoughts, with 4E1P, we come up with products that adds profit to our customer, means it performs so well. And also, in order for us to survive and move on, we have to make sure that our customer make more profit. Or else, why should they buy a product? So we design our product to outperform what's there in the marketplace and also help our customer make more money and more profit. Also because of this, JF, I think in Malaysia, we are one of the top IP owners. To date, we have 73 patents filed, about 38, and now I think about 38 granted. So making us one of the top IP owners in Malaysia.
Dato, tell me about doing business in China. Is it as challenging as the Western media would have us believe?
Honestly, 10 years ago, you asked me this question, you asked me now, it's totally different altogether. I really respect the Chinese government effort in protecting intellectual properties. So they want to be recognized as innovator rather than copycats. So there are many provincial courts that are set up just to protect intellectual properties. So far, our presence there, I feel that they have actually given me more, confidence that these copycat things is the past.
Is there a different way to do business in China than to do business with the Americans or the Europeans? Is there a different style? Is there a different approach? Is there a different set of rules, do you think?
Yes, it's definitely a different set of rules required. They want it every time yesterday. This is the speed, So our experience in China is that, everything has to be speed. Communication has to be better, has to be engaging and all that. They want it very fast. So there's reason why we set it up in China so that we also can, serve them well, fast enough. And also China is so exciting because they put in so much investment into the high-tech space, 1.4 trillion, China import semiconductor more than they import oil. All right, so this is one area that China is way ahead in many countries in investment in high tech. So we are there to tap on the opportunity for us to further grow ourselves. But it's totally different requirement. The other countries like US and Europe, they are a little bit more forgiving timeline, but not the Chinese.
So obviously America doesn't like China coming because America has been number one for so long, and then they now see China so aggressive, so hardworking, 1.4 billion people, very rich and very fast, right? Will we see this conflict between America and China come to an undesirable outcome? Because we're here, right? And America wants to be here, China wants to be here. Do we have to make a choice? I mean, because we're trying to do business, right? We do business with America, we do business with China, right? Will we have to make a choice one day? Because you have experience with both, right?
We hope that they won't come, but then the day, hard to say, but then we have to face it when it comes along. But of course we have to plan, and that part of the world we have a different strategy, different approach. In China we have different approach and all that. We have to for now. Just like those days, VHS versus Pita Pack, all that, So two system, right? Two system. But until they realize that they need to coexist, then things are different.
Yeah. So it's a very uncertain world now. You got your COVID, then now we got no COVID, then now we got the war. War on what's next, right? This whole tech.
Yeah. It's a VUCA world, right?
Yeah. So if you were to give advice to entrepreneurs now, who are started businesses, they're managing businesses, high growth, but they look around, wow, so many issues. At home, there's issues. Globally, there's issues. What's your advice to them?
Follow your dreams. Look for gaps. Look for customer satisfaction. This is the basic. What happened to the world, of course, you put an eye there. If you are young, you start up, you don't worry about it because you have so much room to grow. So you just focus on your business, do better than your competition, continuous improvement. This is the basic of business. Make sure that your service level is good, your product perform, you're helping customer make more profit. I think you will survive a long time.
So the same staple principles, right? Yeah. Don't care too much about all these issues which you cannot control. Just control what's within your control. Sure. So what does JF Tech look like in 5-10 years time? Where are you going to be in 5 or 10 years?
Yeah, I would like to see the company as one of the top high-tech company in Malaysia. Simply because our product is still, our industry is still in the sunrise. Because of the 5G. 5G gives rise to so many new things. For example, if you have 5G here already, all the phone need to change. Worldwide you have to change. Billions of units of phone need to change. And then you have the AI. Everybody need to change. And then your house need IoT. You need to change this thing so that you can utilize. So imagine all this, development comes in when the 5G comes in. Billions and billions of IC devices need to be produced because it will, enhance people's life. So you want to go to construction site, you don't need to go anymore. The robot will work for you. So JF, I think, in our business, I think JF has a great potential to ride with the time. It's sunrise now. Yeah.